Good evening, good people, and welcome to the Woman Evolve series. This is your girl, Christy Love, coming at you tonight. And I have a wonderful topic tonight that I wanted to bring to you guys. Um, I feel like this topic is probably one of the most in-depth topics that I brought to you guys so far since I've started doing the Woman Evolve series. And I wanted to bring this topic to you guys because we're going into 2020 and there's just so much I want, you guys to go into 2020 with a different mindset and a different, vibe as far as looking at relationships and how you look at yourself even. And I want you to realize how valuable you are. So I came up with this series and I took a lot of notes last night. So you may see me flipping here and there. Just bear with me because I had a lot of content that I wanted to cover. So I made sure that I wrote it down. But let's go ahead and get started into the topic. Tonight's episode 3 is called Stop Treating Men Like They Are the Prize. Know Your Worth, ladies. Okay, before we get started, I just want to say, ladies, we have to realize, our worth and realize that we are the prize. I mean, we are phenomenal. We're amazing. We're resilient. And we're out here doing some things that a lot of these men, we're bypassing these men these days, with business, building our own businesses and starting our own businesses, to buying our own homes. We're raising whole families by ourselves with no help, financial help from the man. We're out here, going back to school, getting our degrees, our masters and our doctorates. We're doing the darn thing. And we forget so much about, how valuable and just resilient and just the strength that we carry within ourselves. And we also forget how wonderful and valuable we are when we get into a relationship. A lot of times we lose ourselves and when we get into a relationship and we start pouring into a relationship, you know, with everything that we have, which is a good thing. But it's only if it's reciprocated on equal sides. And a lot of times I've noticed that a lot of us, we don't do that. We're in one-sided relationships where we're pouring everything that we have into a relationship and giving that person everything that we have, but yet they're giving us just the bare minimum. I know I can say that because I too was in a relationship like that not too long ago. I was in a relationship that was very one-sided. I can honestly say that. We dated off and on for 4, 5 years, I think. And when I say off and on, it's never a good sign because that means that, there were on and off periods. And those periods came with the fact that he was just kind of, excuse my French, he was kind of flaky. Like he would when we, as long as everything was good and we were having fun and we were enjoying each other, because we got along wonderful. We had a great chemistry, when we were together. But the moment that there was an obstacle or something, and relationships are not always perfect. But the moment that things weren't all hunky-dory and rainbows and unicorns and all of this stuff, he would just walk away and disappear. He did that the first time and was gone for like a year. And it took me forever to open up, my heart to him. And, it took a lot of him begging and pleading and, trying to get back or whatever. And I just was really like over him for a long time. And eventually, after him, pursuing me and apologizing and kind of explaining to me that he wanted, me back, I opened up my heart again. And he was, it seemed like he was proving himself to be the person I needed in my life. And then he turned around and walked away again. And I was left, just like, what just happened? This is a person that I've spent 4.5 years with. And basically, I did feel like I was wasting my time because I felt like we were at a better place where we could communicate things. I had already expressed to him before how I felt the first time. So, and the way he, fought for us to give it another try, I just absolutely thought that he would not do it again. But yet he did it again. So that taught me a lesson, as far as any relationship. And even myself, I learned a lot in that relationship. So I can't say it was all bad, because we did have some wonderful times together. And like I said, even through the bad times, I learned lessons that I have to put more value on in myself and on myself than I do pouring into a relationship. I had to realize that I have to start only giving what I get back. Because when you give so much of yourself and so much of yourself, if the person is taking and taking and they're not giving you the equal amount, that's not a good relationship for you to be in. And I realized that. So at this point in my life, like, gone are the days where, I'm just in a relationship just to be dating or just to see what happens. I'm dating with intention now. And if I'm with someone and they're not giving me, if they're giving me that low vibrational energy, that no effort type energy where, they call me, every now and then, sporadically do this. And, when they say they're going to do something, they don't come through. I don't deal with it. I just absolutely don't. That's one of the things with me now. Like, it's, my whole outlook has changed, and there's just certain things now that I will not tolerate that I tolerated, you know, in my past relationship and, prior to my past relationship. So I want you guys to understand, how valuable we are, because there are a lot of women out here that are treating these men like they are the best thing that ever happened. And yet they are truly giving you just the bare minimum. We're praising them for things that, that really is like, a mediocre type relationship standard, and we're putting them on a pedestal, just for them doing that, the bare minimum. And I feel like, a lot of us, we need to, not let our loneliness put us in a mindset that there are not any good men out there, and there are not any men that are out there that's going to give us what we need and we desire and what we require. And if you meet someone and you put down and you have standards, and they walk away from you because they're not willing to accept, your, your standards, or meet your standards, then let them walk, because that's the person that you don't want to be, in your life anyway. I had to realize that, I've met guys, I've went out on dates out here, in my in these single streets. I say it all the time. I constantly meet men. I have no problem meeting, someone, on a daily basis. I mean, I have no problem meeting guys. It's keeping them once I give them, once they realize that I'm not for the BS. And once they realize that I have standards, a lot of them just kind of fall off. And I'm just like, whatever, it doesn't even faze me anymore, because I know that if the person that comes around and they're mean, they're gonna be there, and they're willing to meet all the standards, and they're willing to be able to do whatever it takes to get me, then they're going to hear what I'm saying and respect what I expect out of a relationship, and they're going to, and I don't, going to meet those standards. And I don't want anyone, when I say that, I don't mean I want someone to change for me, but I want the basic things. I want consistency. I want you to be a man of your word. I want to feel protected and know that you're my rock at some, you have my back, because I pride myself as being a ride or die type chick. I've always been that way, and I'm loyal to a fault. And so I'm looking for that type of energy. I want a man that makes me feel secure and safe and, protected and loved and appreciated, and in return, that's what I will be able to give that person and provide for them as well. I say all the time, treat these men at the level of their worth. If they present themselves to be a king, then treat them as such. But if they present themselves to be an F-boy, then treat them just as that. And that's just keeping it real. I just feel like, we waste our time on these relationships that are not serving us any purpose. And we need to get out of the mindset that, we have to just stay in a relationship just to say that we have a man, or just to, say that we're not single or whatever. We tend to just hold on to whatever relationship and just accept whatever, just because we don't want to be out here alone. Stop being afraid of being alone. let me tell you something. Like I said earlier, I can do bad all by myself, and I don't have a problem with being alone anymore. I say anymore because at one point I felt like I always needed to be in a relationship and I had to have someone with me. But as I started to take the time for me and I started to appreciate me and love me and fall in love with me again, I realized that um, I don't have to have a relationship for me to feel whole. Now, not to say that I don't want a relationship or I don't desire a relationship. And, because I do, I desire to be in a relationship at some point in my life, but I'm not desperate. And I'm not to a point where I feel like I have to settle for anything less than what I deserve because I know what I bring to the table. And it's funny because a lot of us out here, we're upgraders. We have the ability to come in and just change a man's life for the better. And if they don't appreciate, that, then hey, because this is the thing with me. You got to come at me better than a what you doing text or a good morning text. You got to come correct with me. You got to show up and show out if you're trying to get with me, because at the end of the day, you've not only got to get my attention, but you've also got to keep it and maintain it. And by doing that is by stepping up to the plate and being the type of man that I need you to be. A man, not a grown, not a adult boy, but a grown ass man. That's what I'm looking for. And that's what you ladies need to look for. And don't be afraid to put your standards down or be afraid somebody's going to walk away just because you have standards. Don't be afraid of that. But stop putting your energy and treating these men when like they are everything and neglecting the fact that you are a queen. Ladies, we are sitting on a gold mine. And I say that all the time. We are absolutely the treasure. And when I say we're sitting on a gold mine, I don't necessarily mean what's between your legs. Like, I'm not talking about just that. I'm talking about, we bring so much to a man's, into a man's life. It's just so much, that we bring support. We bring love. We bring our caring and, loving and caring heart. We bring, us being, their counselors and their nurses and their secretary and, they're just whatever, because I know for me, when I'm in a relationship with a man that knows how to lead and knows how to, treat me as his equal, but still knows how to lead and not try to treat me as if I'm his inferior, but as his partner, and he knows how to respect and love me and care for me, and not just for me but my family, honey. I'm that chick. Like, I am there for them. I will, I'm everything they need me to be in that relationship. I'm everything. But I'm not going to be everything for just any and everybody. Like, any and everybody doesn't get that version of me. I'm just sorry. They just don't. So I just wanted to make this video because I wanted you ladies to just understand how phenomenal and wonderful we are. Like, we are thebomb.com. And I say that all the time. We tend to forget that. And, we need to know, honey, we're some bad sisters. We are some bad sisters. And don't ever let anyone make you feel less than. And don't ever feel like you need to settle, for anything less than that. If you have standards, then by all means, that's a good thing, because that'll only just weed out the ones that are not there for you and that needs to be there with you. It'll open your eyes and just show you, listen, it's somebody out here, way better out there for me here, and my king is still out there, and he's still out there, and he's on his way. So I wanted to just, bring this topic to you because I just felt like this was something that really needed to be discussed, and I think a lot of us really, really forget. We just forget, that we are the prize and the treasure. Again, I want to say I have so many more things coming up and so many more projects. I'm so excited about my taping. The one that I talked about with my girlfriends, the Red Table Talk type forum, but it's not called the Red Table Talk. This is going to be called the Love Lounge Talk with Christy Love. That is going to be airing, I think, is going to be January 11th. We'll be airing that one. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be an amazing, amazing series. You guys do not want to miss it. We're going to be discussing everything as far as being single and relationships, even possibly sex. Who knows with this group of women? Like I said, they're a phenomenal group of women that are all educated and all phenomenal in their own right. But they are going to keep it real with you. We're bringing the cameras in on our girls' night, so you know these topics that we're going to discuss are going to be very, very, very informative. And what I love about the forum that we're going to be doing, and what I love about the Love Lounge Talk, is that it's not only going to be a discussion with us talking about issues or whatever that we've come across, but we're also going to have resolutions and give you ways that we overcame certain things that we went through in our relationships, and being single, and just out here dating. And it's going to be just very, very informative, and it's going to be something that I think you ladies will absolutely, absolutely love. I also will be coming on live, and within the next couple of weeks I will be doing a live stream like I spoke about in my earlier video, in reference to I want to do an open dialogue where you guys can ask me whatever you want within reason. But I'm going to come on live and just open up I want you guys to get to know me. Those of you all that don't know me, I want you to get to know me on a personal level. Ask me questions and I will answer it, like I said, within reason. If I don't feel like I feel like you're crossing the line now, I'm not gonna answer it. I'm gonna let you know. But as long as we answer, we stay respectful of each other. I'm willing to open up and answer whatever questions you want. I want you guys to really, really get to know Christy Love, because I pride myself on being open with you all, and being transparent. So I'm opening up the live, so I'm ready. I'm looking forward to it. I want to get to know you guys, and I think it's going to be amazing. So anyway, I I hope if you guys have any questions about this series, or want to interact with me or send me any messages, please either inbox me or send me a question in the comments, and I will be sure that I answer your questions in the next upcoming series, or even on our live. I probably will save it to the live and just go through the questions and answer some of the questions live as well. So again, I want to say, you guys, this was a wonderful, wonderful, informative, episode, I think. And I hope that you guys got something from it. And I hope that I was able to shed a little light and make you guys look back within yourselves and realize that you are the prize, and that you are, amazing. And don't give your energy away to just any and everybody. So again, I am Christy Love, and I'm signing off. But before I go, make sure that if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, comment, and share. Please, please, please. If you have anybody that you think this message gets through, share this video, because it may help someone that is going through it or needs to hear this. So please, please, like I said, subscribe, share, and comment. And I will see you guys on the next episode. And again, this is Christy Love signing out. Have a great afternoon. Love you. Mwah.